Caution. Chicago Fire Season 13, Episode 6, Birds of Prey, contains spoilers. In only one scene, Chicago Fire Season 13, Episode 6, Birds of Prey, which replaces Chief Wallace Boden, fixed as Dom Pascal, a figure who has been a source of contention. It would be an understatement to say that One Chicago was devastated by the loss of Evan Walker. The actor played the daring Firehouse 51 chief for almost 10 years, and he was the first actor cast in Dick Wolf's Windy City-based franchise. The fact that Dom Pascal, Boden's Chicago Fire replacement, didn't leave the best impression when he first presented himself to the players doesn't help either. Pascal is not new to Chicago, having transferred from Miami after decades of service there. He got his first start as a firefighter in the Windy City, and that poses new questions about his history with the department. Not much has been revealed about his life outside of his time in Firehouse 51. Still, it's clear that Pascal is very different from Boden in Chicago Fire Season 13, and that, understandably, has created friction, especially with the likes of Kelly Severide and Stella Kidd, who were particularly close to his predecessor. After Birds of Prey, however, One Chicago has rehabilitated his image. Dom Pascal's team-up with Kelly Severide fixes Chicago Fire's new chief. Chicago Fire establishes a rapport between Pascal and Severide. Chicago Fire Season 13, Episode 6 juggles several storylines, including an unexpected team-up between Severide and Pascal. After the team responds to a fire that is suspicious of arson, the pair goes to investigate what really caused the incident. Unfortunately for them, the state troopers who are handling the scene are not only unhelpful, but they are also cagey, causing Severide to dig deeper. That said, Pascal, oddly, suddenly tells him to stand down, which causes a conflict between the pair. Initially, Chicago Fire Season 13 made it look like Firehouse 51's new chief is in cahoots with the corrupt state troopers. Committed to his work, Severide confronts Pascal about the matter and his sudden change in demeanor. While Firehouse 51's chief appears to be peeved about his subordinate calling him out, he, shockingly, comes clean about his recent conversation with the troopers' leader, who recruited him into their illegal activities. Pascal played along because he wanted them to think that he was on their side. He figured it would be easier for them to solve the case this way. Pascal gaining Severide's trust helps him establish himself as Boden's worthy replacement. Severide can vouch for Pascal's integrity. Amid the tension in the air during Severide and Pascal's final scene in Birds of Prey, what's lost in the shuffle is that it effectively fixes Firehouse 51's new chief. Throughout his stint in Chicago Fire thus far, he has made very little progress in establishing a rapport with his team, something that is very important in the tight-knit Firehouse. Pascal is a capable leader, but that's barely enough to lead a special group like Firehouse 51. Being the de facto leader, gaining Severide's trust will make it easier for Pascal to change his rather divisive image. Although he seems to be in cahoots with the troopers, Pascal proves that he is a man of integrity by not giving up on the case. Aside from that, Pascal's stance on the matter also puts him in a better spot to win over his subordinates. As Severide clearly establishes, there is no room for corruption in Firehouse 51. Although he seems to be in cahoots with the troopers, Pascal proves that he is a man of integrity by not giving up on the case. Granted that he could have let Severide know what has been happening, but he's still trying to gauge if he can fully trust the people around him. Pascal's move can finally lead to a mutual understanding between him and Firehouse 51. Chicago Fire still needs to reveal Pascal's backstory. Pascal has a history in Miami and Chicago. Establishing that Pascal has integrity is a good step towards endearing him to Firehouse 51 and the audience. As the arson investigation with Severide continues, the character has more opportunity to prove that he can step into the shoes that Boden vacated in the Chicago Fire Season 12 final. That said, developing his character shouldn't end there. Pascal's past in Miami and Chicago is still shrouded in mystery, and it's safe to say that it's only a matter of time before it plays into the show's overall storytelling. Fleshing out Pascal can help his cause moving forward. Boden was with Firehouse 51 for 12 seasons of Chicago Fire, and part of his time in the show involved developing his personal arc. It's safe to say that the plan for Pascal is the same. It's still too early to say if he's going to be as effective of a leader as Boden was, but his arc in Chicago Fire Season 13, Episode 6 is definitely a good start towards that.